Hey guys, make sure you have downloaded Math 7 Vertical Complementary and Supplementary Angles. So we're going to start with some angles today. First thing, we've got 4 different angles to start out with. So acute means it's less than 90. A right angle would be equal to 90, so if anything's smaller than that, it's acute. Anything bigger is obtuse, and then a straight line equals exactly 180. We can skip the clocks, but I want you to look down here at the meaning of a word where it says adjacent. So 2 states are adjacent when they're next to each other. So the word adjacent means next to each other. So when we're talking about angles, 2 adjacent angles are next to each other when they share a side and they share the vertex, that point in the middle. So angles 1 and 2 are adjacent, 2 and 4 are not. So the other vocab word for today are vertical angles. So that means they share the point in the middle, but they don't share any sides. So 1 and 3 are vertical, and then 2 and 4 are vertical. When they're vertical, they're congruent, meaning they are equal. They have the same measure. So looking at example 1, name a pair of adjacent angles. So 2 angles that are next to each other, they share a side. So A, B, C would be this angle here. And then A, B, F. They have side A, B in common. So then a pair of vertical angles means they just share this dot in the middle. They don't share anything else, but they're the same angle. So ABF, and then CBD. CBD. So they only share that dot in the middle, and they're the same measurement. So look at the on your own. Name 2 pairs of adjacent angles and 2 pairs of vertical angles. So 2 adjacent angles could be XWY and XWV. You could have VWZ and YWZ. Anything where they're sharing a side. So then vertical angles would be this side, that's VWX, and then this one across from it, ZWY. That would be one set. And then the other pair would be XWY and VWZ. So they only share the center. Go ahead and look at example 2. So for example 2, they walk you through that. The angles are vertical for this one, so that means X would also be 70 degrees. This one, they're adjacent. Think of adjacent means they're attached. So these 2 are attached, and they form a 90-degree angle, so they equal 90 altogether. We're going to go ahead and skip example 3. Look at the on your own. It says tell whether the angles are adjacent, are they attached, or vertical, meaning they only share a dot in the center. Then find the value of X. So for number 3, these would be adjacent, and they form a straight line. So that means they equal 180. So to find X, we would do 180 minus 85. So X equals 95. Number 4, these 2 angles only share this dot. They don't have any other sides in common. So they would be vertical. And if they're vertical, that means they have the same measure. So if this one equals 90 degrees, that's what that little box means, 90 degrees, then that means X also equals 90 degrees. Last one. Like we just said in the last example, that means it equals 90 degrees, and these 2 are attached. They share that side. So these would be adjacent because they are attached. So that means the two of these have to equal 90 degrees because of that right angle in the corner. So first thing, combine like terms. This gives us 68 plus 2x equals 90. So the next step in trying to get x by itself, subtract 68. So 2x equals 22. Divide by 2, and x is 11. All right, moving on. We've got two more angle types. The first one are complementary. That means they equal 90 degrees. You can see in the example they don't have to be adjacent. They don't have to be attached. They still equal 90 together. And then supplementary means they equal 180, so they form a straight line. Think about complementary, starts with a C, like corner. So it forms 90 degrees. Supplementary starts with S, like a straight line. Which would be 180 degrees. Again, the examples kind of walk you through everything. So let's look at the on your own. Tell whether the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. So for the first one, 26 plus 64, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they equal 90 degrees, that means complementary. Number 2. It looks like they form a straight line, but let's check. 136 plus 44 equals 180, so that means they are supplementary. Last one, 70 plus 19 gives us 89, so that's neither. Has to be exactly 90 or exactly 180. So now using that, if they tell you it's 90 or 180, then you would solve for x. So let's do some of those together. Look at number 4 and 5. So on your own, number 4. So these two form a straight line, so that means they are supplementary. That's the first thing it asks us to do. Tell whether they are complementary or supplementary. So that means they have to equal 180. So that means 4x plus 5 plus this other angle plus 41 equals 180. So now we're trying to solve this equation for x. First step, combine like terms. 5 plus 41 gives us 46. So now 4x plus 46 equals 180. Next step, subtract 46. That gives us 134. So last step, divide by 4. So 134 divided by 4. X equals 33.5. It doesn't ask us to, but to find the other angle measure, we could plug in 33.5. So 4 times 33.5, and then plus 5, 139. All right, last one. This one has the corner, so that means it's complementary. And it has to equal 90 degrees. So x plus this other angle, 2x minus 3, equals 90. First step, combine like terms. X plus 2x is 3x minus 3 equals 90. Add 3 to both sides. 3x equals 93. So then we divide by 3, and x equals 31. Again, it didn't tell us to find the angle measures, but we're going to go ahead and plug these in and find the two angle measures. So we now know x is 31. So that means this angle is just 31. This one would be 2 times 31 minus 3. 59. That's it.